All right, guys, we are back.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome. How is everyone
George
doing?
likes this video.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yes,
All right.
please like the video.
Please do. Yes. All right, guys, we'll start off today, which is a little public service announcement. If you happen to find yourself up in the Gatlinburg area, make sure you lock your car doors at night. Yes. So it turns out bears can actually open your car door and climb inside them. Who knew? So yes, that happened to me over the weekend. It was interesting. Yeah, they pulled the bear pulled a bunch of stuff out of my center console, chewed up like a Motrin bottle and a water bottle. I was looking for something to eat. And got mud all over my car. So yeah, we saw it actually. It was like about a good small size bear walking down the road later. So that was kind of interesting. So yeah, fun weekend in Gatlinburg. I did not know. Fun fact: they do not want you to do that.
No, absolutely not.
You do not want to interact with
bears. Let
them
go.
Exactly.
And continue doing their bear things.
Yes. So what's really bad though is I discovered that the downstairs door was also unlocked that night, so he could have opened that door and gotten in the cabin. So that was a fun experience. Yeah. But Jazz and I got away this past weekend, and the crew did a fantastic job holding down the fort over the weekend. So
as we tend to do,
we're back. And yeah, guys, this is a big week. We got lots of titles. And not just amount of titles, not just quantity, it is, in fact, quality. DC and Marvel are coming in with a couple of bangers that are fantastic. So, yeah, we are, I guess, going to dive right on in, and then we'll go ahead and talk about some upcoming events that we have.
We will dive right on in. No, Jordan, I did not lose a bet. I did this on my own accord. It was for my Halloween costume, and I happen to actually like it. It's probably been about 5 years since I've completely shaved.
This is true. We thought he was an intruder when we first came in. Yes. Yeah, that's yeah, lots of changes going on, except for Josh, who's not allowed to shave.
Yeah, he will be fired
never if shave. He does.
All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and get on into it.
Ultimates
number 6, guys. Man. So I read 5 to get ready for 6 because I skipped 5 for some reason, and my God.
This was a lot.
Hulk is a son of a bitch.
Yeah, guys. So one of the things that made the original Ultimates run popular and also unpopular was its depictions of violence in the superhero world. This book lives up to that legacy.
Oh, yeah.
It does luckily have a lot better storytelling than the previous Ultimate stuff did. But it is violent, and there's a crazy cool callback to one of the most infamous moments of the original Ultimate series. And if you catch it, you're old like us.
Absolutely enjoyed this one.
That was great.
And then next up we've got coming up this week is JSA number 1.
I love this book. So if you don't know, JSA, Justice Society of America, it's always been I guess since the early 2000s, it's always been like the opposite to like the JL. So it's all alternative to the Justice League. It's not like the rejects. It's just different. It's Mr. Terrific, Hawkman, some of the heart. It has like, it mixes in like the golden age, goody two-shoes superhero stuff with a lot of hard modern, like, welcome to the present type stuff.
Very true.
A lot of the characters are from the World War II, and then they have the new characters. And there's been a couple series where they've dealt with that next group of heroes. This one does that again flawlessly, showing all the chaos going on behind the scenes of the JSA, and Jeff Lemire is doing a great job with that.
I'll mess with anything Jeff Lemire.
Exactly.
Sure.
And if you don't know, he wrote a lot of the New 52 stuff, some of the weirder fringe stuff. For a while, he did Creature Commandos. He did
Animal Man.
Oh, he did that. It's a Swamp Thing. He did a lot of the cool stuff there. So this is perfect DC books for him.
Was he on Swamp Thing? I know Scott Snyder.
He did he was part of the event. I think it was part of the crossover event. So he also did a Justice League International. It wasn't going to be Justice League Canada, and they rechanged the name at the last second. Cowards. Yeah, again, great book. A lot of great characters.
Yeah, it was a fun read.
A lot of characters you haven't seen a lot of in recent DC books.
Oh, absolutely.
You don't see any of these characters doing a lot. So if you're looking for something different to read in DC, this is definitely for you.
Dylan's coming in and saying, I think he was.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up is One for Sorrow. Tell us about this one. Yeah. I am not sure this one.
Yeah, so that one, it's one of the new story books. It's kind of like a why is it so fuzzy?
I don't know.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Just the picture I downloaded.
So this one's like a classic Agatha Christie ghost story mystery, dealing with like all the early Victorian era seance stuff. So if you've watched any of the Hercule Poirot movies by Kenneth Branagh. I can't even say his last name. He directed Thor. Yeah. He also directs the Murder on the Orient Express and the new ones. This is a lot like his most recent Agatha
Gotcha.
Christie movie. So
Okay.
it's a big mystery set around like the seance scenes and ghost hunters and stuff like that, the early Victorian era.
Oh shit!
This
Nice.
this one takes a while to read. It is a dense read. And now it's not like, every page has like a gazillion. It's just it's a big book with a lot of story in it, much like some of the other distillery books. So this one is probably one of those you'll either love it or it's not for you, if you like British stuff. I love British TV. My wife hates it.
All right. Well, not that one again. Next one, Jesus. All right.
There you
Hell
go.
Heist. I saw this one, but didn't have time to get into it. I like heists, and hell sounds kind of cool.
It is about a group of thieves going on a daring heist set in a wonderful magical fantasy world. It's one of the new Xenoscope original series. Xenoscope always trying to rebrand itself from the Titty book, so some of these books can be a lot of fun. Some of their horror books they've done have been stellar. I did not get the chance to read this one yet because there's so many titles coming out today, so I had to look through it a little bit. But it looks like, again, it's a fun D&D style heist book.
I love that. All right. Stephen Border is saying better film quality this week. Thank you so much, Stephen.
I'm glad to hear that.
As soon as we were about to start, I said, we need to put that shit on 720.
Yes, we do need to get a Wi-Fi booster, though. This one was really interesting. This one is... so I don't want to tell you what it is without spoiling it and everything, but it is a urban supernatural fantasy book. It's one of those, gosh, it's hard to talk about this without spoiling it. Basically, this guy, he is a magical being. He's not revealing what he is. When he reveals what he is to his family, what that means for his life. It's kind of one of those cursed immortal figure stories. So if you're a big fan of like Supernatural, or they encounter some people who've been around for a while, it's a lot like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Onward we go.
This one was interesting.
School for the King.
So this is basically like an anime meets Harry Potter setting. Basically there are this part I didn't really understand as much. Like there are established rules in the world. For instance, this king, he took out his rivals. Basically think like old England, like there's multiple kings. This guy, he took out his rivals, and so this supposed to be a king person is actually living in secret, living in hiding, and they get basically their Hogwarts letter to go to the School of Kings. And they go in there with the descendant of the one who killed their parents. So it's a sort of revenge. It reads just like an anime. The animation is nothing like it. The art style is nothing like an anime style, but the story is full-blown anime. And that was kind of intriguing to me and showing like, oh, hey, we're taking this like kind of Eastern vibe with it. So this is it's a story about revenge at a Harry Potter school for rulers, which is weird.
Next up, we have The Fade.
This is cool. Okay, so what I love about this book is this is kind of representing like the changing comic industry. This comes from webtoon artists and authors making a new original book physically. And kind of shows like kind of the doors that webtoon does open for people. So this one, it's kind of like a internet fad meets lucid dreaming. Hey, what's up, Esvon?
Hey.
How's it going, buddy? But yeah, so basically it's a internet fad that's like, oh, hey, try this new lucid dream kick and going into this alternate reality world while you sleep. The art style is very, very webtoonish because, again, that's what they do their work in. So yeah, this is a new fun title from Boom. If you're looking for a new fun, not necessarily all age appropriate, but like young reader style, teen read book that's out this week.
Next up, we have DuckTales. You wanted me to add this?
Yes, absolutely.
DuckTales.
It's awesome. So yeah, Dynamite's continuing that trend of doing those classic Disney stuff. I grew up watching the original DuckTales.
Oh yeah, I love
that show. And if you haven't seen the reboot, you're missing out. It's amazing. But anyway, so this is basically, I think the way they're going to do this book is, while they go on adventures, he's also having flashback stories to how he made his wealth. So you get these fun little cartoonish flashbacks while they're going on their adventures. If you grew up watching DuckTales, you'll love it. If you grew up watching any Disney shorts, you'll love it. If you grew up on the reboot, you'll still love this.
Just a fun, wholesome read.
Disney. Yes, absolutely.
Love it.
I'm just hoping they do a Tailspin series. We'll see.
Oh, they have to.
They have to.
They have to at some point.
Yeah, that show is so popular.
Rome Eternal.
This is the new book from Magma Publishing, and it's basically a future sci-fi series, like where Rome's empire never fell. There have been a couple stories like this, so it's like a weird sci-fi, kick with a future Roman empire. So it reminded me a lot of like the kind of 2010s image books that were all weird sci-fi, you know, like Elephant Men and shit
Oh, yeah.
like that. It reminded me a lot of that. Magma Publishing, of course, you guys know the story. The co-founder also founded, or sorry, the founder basically co-founded Comics Exchange with Bill. He was actually there recently doing a signing and also featured on the podcast.
That was a great episode.
listen. Yeah. I think it was right before you, right?
It was.
Yeah, it was right before Brad's
me.
episode. Brad was on their podcast too. If you haven't listened to it, make sure you go listen to it.
I haven't listened to it.
But
I was there. I lived it.
But yeah, this is out tomorrow for Magma Publishing. You know, we love supporting some of those Tennessee born projects.
Next up, we have The Crow, which I know you were super excited about that first issue.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. We get to sell The Crow, you know.
Absolutely.
This is continuing the reprinting of The Crow Dead Time. Number 1 sold so amazingly well. Number 2 is out. And guys, it's damn good. It's just damn good artwork, damn good story. If you haven't read it, it's a great thing to read.
That's great.
You got it.
Next up,
Kahori, yes. And fun fact, this is actually a single issue. It's a one-shot. And Jasmine is actually, exactly. And Jasmine is actually using this as the Ladies' Night book for November, with it being a Native American Heritage Month.
Oh, yeah.
And so, yeah, basically, Marvel actually created this character for the Disney What If series on Disney Plus. She was a big player in that. New Native American player. This book was actually really enjoyable. It involves her hopping around alternate realities, chasing after her version of Loki, and interacting with some of the 616 mainstays. And that was really cool. Nice. She teams with Daredevil. She teams with Moon Knight.
I flipped through it. I hadn't had a chance to read it yet, but it looked like a lot of fun.
And of course, too, what Marvel's doing here too, they're also having people of the First Nation work on this character, and that's helped. And Marvel's been pushing that in the last couple of years. And that's helped with better representation. And if you're wondering why is that a big deal, well, we used to do shit like putting Burt Reynolds on TV saying he was half Indian and he was a cop. It was not great. Yeah, so like
very true.
We've had several friends, of course, too, that are members of the First Nation. It's been really cool for them and their kids who are little, like just now growing up, getting to see characters like this in media, and that's so great for them.
Von saying he went all out on this one.
It's a big first. I probably should have led with that. This is our first appearance in comics, so yeah, not very popular. What is arguably one of Marvel's more popular series on Disney Plus, because that show is fantastic.
What was that?
Oh, you know, nothing important. Oh, it was this bags dropping over here.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
that's good. Sean Connery as an Egyptian.
Oh yeah. What else was it? It's from Orson Welles. Charlton Heston as a Mexican.
Oh yeah.
That was a thing.
A long history of doing weird shit like that.
Long history, yes.
Next up is one that I actually got to read and I thoroughly enjoyed.
This was
Batgirl.
Good. This shit was
awesome.
It was so awesome. Yeah, when Cassandra Cain, she was Batgirl, like what, 2003 on or something
like that, back in the No Man's Land.
Exactly, and a lot of people here probably don't know that, like because she was Batgirl for a while, and then it was Stephanie Brown, and then it went back to Barbara Gordon with New 52. They said, okay, she's no longer paralyzed, but Cassandra Cain was a badass assassin, you know, turned to Batgirl. This is before we had Damian, who was like the little angry assassin character. It was Cassandra Cain. So it's really cool seeing her back as Batgirl. There is a gorgeous art dream cover for it too. She's dealing with some family issues, and she doesn't talk a whole lot. She talks more in this comic than she ever has before. And that's okay, but it's dealing with that.
There's a lot of inner monologue.
You get inside her head a little bit, which is always cool. This art dream cover is divine. Oh, yeah. So we have that as regular and foil if you're interested.
Right.
Yes. So great stuff from DC this week, y'all. We haven't even gotten to the biggest book already. Yeah.
Hold on. Let me see what we got here. Cassandra's my favorite. Gotcha, Derek. And No Man's Land, she didn't talk at all.
Yeah. Correct. And favorite Batgirl. That's awesome. Yeah, heck yeah.
Batgirl. It was a very fun read, highly recommended. I did not get to this one, even though I did pull it.
This one's good.
This is by Kelly Stu Comic. Yeah, so I'm super excited about this one.
It's kind of I'm trying to think. Something Scott Pilgrim versus the World-esque.
Yeah.
Well, okay, that sounds bad. It's actually the Miss Marvel show is a good example of it too, with the inner monologue and the drawing and everything. Several panels of this art book is like drawn over where they basically the main character is narrating their life. They want to be a rock star. Their mother was a former punk rocker. It's about growing up, and then it gets some of the supernatural stuff. So it's a great coming of age and Kelly Sue DeConnick effortlessly mixes that teen angst with dark humor and everything. It's a very enjoyable read.
So I'm trying to. Who was it that wrote Batgirl?
Who wrote? Oh, I could have told you any other day. We actually posted about it yesterday. I tagged them. I cannot
Tate
remember. Yes,
Bromwell.
Tate Brombell. Yes.
Yeah.
Tate Brombell did Batgirl, but that is FML. Again, great read.
Next up, we have Kill Town.
Yeah, so this is actually a sequel to a book that came out like 2 years ago, called I think like Night Riders. It's an action adventure like gangster style thing mixed with some supernatural elements. I'll be honest, I was going to read this before I came over here, got into something, and that's why I asked Brad to put this in here. I've not had a chance to read. This is an example of a creator moving from company to company with their story, and I'm always going to say, hey,
Absolutely.
give it a read. It's something different. A couple people, there was a little spec on this book too, so I would recommend looking into this one.
Very nice. Next up, we've got Something Is Killing the Children Zero, which I did get to, even though I have not kept up with Something Killing the Children.
I'm glad you said that.
Issue 23.
Yeah, because I'm in the same boat, and after reading this, I'm like, fuck, I want to go back and read all of it
I
again.
want to get back.
And guess what, guys? That's why they did it.
Yep, absolutely.
So issue 0 ties back into issue 1, which in a really cool way. And
Gotcha.
This is again issue 0. It's showing what's going on behind the scenes. It's setting up what's coming up probably soon for Erica Slaughter. If you have not been keeping up with Something That's Killing the Children, give this a read, because guess what? It got both of us, and now we're both going to go back and read more Something That's Killing the Children.
Absolutely have to. For sure. Yeah, this is her right before she gets to what was the city in the first.
I can't remember the name of the city, but it
says it in the goddamn book.
It's a character's interviewing the kid that she is with in the first issue. And I always had questions about that too. So you get a little bit more behind the scenes look at that. That's why it's issue 0. They went all out for this book. It was really interesting is books like this, a book like Something That's Killing the Children, it's been around for 4 or 5 years now.
Came out in
19 or 20.
One of those two. I can't remember.
I believe it was 19. Back when
it was 19. Yeah,
it's back when we both just worked here.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's really cool to have a book like this of like, oh hey, you read this, you flash back to when you first read the book, and now I want to go back and read all the other 30 issues that are out right now.
Absolutely.
So I'll be doing
Prequels
that.
Are always
and I'll be doing that in my free time. So if you've been out of Something That's Killing Children for a while, maybe you dropped a while back, and you kind of always wondered, do I want to read it? Give this a read and see what you feel.
It's a good way to
test the water.
Yeah, get that little spark in you again. Now, the one I was super excited about this week, probably most excited about, it's back, baby.
Oh my god.
It's back, baby.
So I found out it's issue 3 that comes out in February.
Yes.
That's what's going on. This is issue 2, and it does not slow down.
Holy
heck, this is a Hickman book.
Yes.
Like, guys, I don't. It's so hard to describe what's going on in this book. It's crazy.
I mean, they're going all over the lore.
They are, and I'm all through the alien lore.
Yes,
they're talking about everything.
Yeah.
And look at us right in the eye. When we say everything, we mean everything. So
going back to the beginning, baby.
This is something else. Yeah, this is a lot. And what I love is I read the last
Those
page.
opening panels are so
know. And then, of course, the last page you read, you're like, I have no idea what just happened. And that's a Hickman book.
Yep.
So if you read the last page and you're like, what the fuck is this? But I'm super intrigued. That's a Hickman book.
Super intrigued.
Yes.
God.
Out tomorrow.
Damn it, this book's so good.
Very good.
All right, now, obviously,
the biggest of the week. One. Yes. Holy crap. So good. Absolute Superman is here. And just like Absolute Batman, just like Absolute Wonder Woman, the subtle changes to their, well, actually not so subtle. It starts small. And then it kind of grows. Yes. But it's some subtle changes. And we're not going to spoil anything for you. But from the first beginning part of the book, the end part, you see how different Superman's origin is. And like, how does this make Superman?
Yeah.
You know, it's definitely not Zack Snyder's Superman.
No.
It's not. But it's also, it ain't Christopher Reeve's Superman either.
Ain't that Christopher Reeve
it ain't the mainstream Superman that we see. It's different.
That is very
I was actually worried that was going to be a lot like that Earth 1 Superman back in the day, like way back in the day. Again, completely different. And of course, you're starting to get better sense of the world's setup with the Lazarus Corporation. And there's a couple other cameos of some characters. This is going to be a really good book.
I mean, I want to know who that one person is. That's because I mean, it seems like it's a
Yeah.
amalgam of
That's what I was
two
thinking.
characters.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
But you got to read it.
You do. Also,
and I know you guys are all going to read it.
Oh, absolutely. This is our most ordered book this week. Fun fact too, Jason Aaron shared our social media post to his stories. So that was kind of cool. So thank you, Jason.
That's it for new releases this week. We got through them.
Wow.
Pretty
Pretty fast. Yeah,
Pretty
that is a
fast.
lot of books, guys.
A
So,
lot of books, got a lot of bangers, and some other stuff that I will have to check out at some point.
I guess before we get to variants, we do have 2 other products coming out this week we wanted to show you guys.
Oh, yes.
So one, we have Doom posters.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So we have a very limited amount of Doom posters.
How much?
They're $10.
How many do we have?
A couple, 5.
Okay.
Yes. So, are you wanting one?
Kind of.
I figured. I got you one.
Perfect.
Right, yes.
Awesome.
Yeah. So this is available, and got you, Eric. Yeah, I got you one. Help.
Okay.
Yes.
So are we doing holding posters on here?
We can. Yeah, that's what I told you guys. Yeah, if you want to claim them, yeah, if you want posters, please put your name down here.
Taking one.
Yes. So, yeah, Sanford Green Doom posters out tomorrow. And it's not just that, guys. We don't have just the posters. We do not have just the posters. Let me just put this stuff right here.
Happy 70th.
It was on Sunday.
Anniversary.
It was on, it was Sunday. It was the 7th anniversary of Godzilla. Lots of fun. Watch Godzilla -1 to celebrate.
Oh, yeah. And we got Doom boxes.
Doom boxes. Doom character boxes. These are $20 if you are interested. I love this thing so much.
Keep all your comics. Keep all your Doom books. Keep all your little magazines.
All right. So those are available starting tomorrow. But yeah, I guess before we get into announcements, we want to do variants. Should we do announcements first? Should we do variants first?
Let's do variants first. That's what everybody's in here.
That is what everyone's in here for.
That's the only thing anybody gives a shit about.
I thought they came for the conversation. I think we're hilarious.
Well, whatever. They don't care about bears.
First of all,
they don't fear bears until the bear is staring them in the eyes.
Good Lord, I'm surprised that didn't happen. Fun times, fun times. All right,
guys, let's get into it.
Also,
what do we got this week?
All right, first up, we have a Lucky Devils preview, and this is not the New York Comic Con preview. It is it's one of the special preview editions they sent out. It's kind of like an ash can. Lucky Devils is the next book coming from Charles Soule and Ryan Brown, who did 8 Billion Genies, and before that, Curse Words. 8 Billion Genies was one of the biggest hits last year. This book is going to be hopefully just as good, and we're doing an exclusive variant cover for it as well. Using a Memphis-based artist, Scoot. He's awesome.
I've heard
and we're doing an homage to a classic horror pre-code horror cover for it. And that is all I can say so far.
I think you showed me that cover.
I did show it to you.
Okay,
Perfect. So much.
Right, okay.
All right. This is $20 if you want it. $20. All right. Up next, we have the 1 in 25 Medina variant for Alien vs. Predator. It is $14.99 if you're interested. There we go. As Medina, not Matina. So Medina. Different artists. We have a great 1 in 25 variant for Batgirls.
Ooh,
Batgirl.
like
God, the Batgirl's the previous one. It is $14.99. The artist is Patridge. So look at some mountain up there. We have a 125 Scott variant for Batman 154. It is $14.99 if you're interested.
Beautiful.
And what I really like is the 150 Heron variant for $29.99. Yes.
Greg, you can't roast us. You're not going to say anything.
I prefer you did. I try hard. We have the 1 in 10 Bayless variant for $7.99 for the Crow. This is the fun stuff. We got the 1 in wow, man. Sorry, guys. We have the 1 in 10 Alan Qua foil cover for DuckTales. If I can get the
you kind of got it.
There we go.
There it is.
Look at that. It's a 1 in 10 Alan Qua cover. It is gorgeous. We also have a 1 in 10 Laura foil variant. These are each $7.99. We also have a 1 in 15 Alan Qua version foil variant because it's Dynamite and they do 50 billion covers for everything. This is $9.99.
I think he's talking about the hair. But orange makeup and green hair on Brad, and you have the world.
Okay, I can kind of see it now. Yeah. Interesting.
I mean, the hair kind of makes sense.
I know, right? All right. We also have a 1 in 25 Alan Qua black and white variant for $14.99 for DuckTales. All right. We have a 1 in 10 Cruel Universe
Nice.
Thebans variant. The EC stuff continues to sell out constantly off our shelves. This is $7.99 if you're interested. And we have the 1 in 20 Kano variant for $14.99, featuring the original art. We have a 1 in 10 Costa variant for In the Fade. This is the cover artist, 1 in 10 Virgin variant. It's $7.99. And then for FML, we have a 1 in 10 Scott variant for $7.99. This one will probably be the favorite one of the night. We have a 1 in 10 I Hate Fairyland. This one is actually $14.99. These ratio Scotty Young ones go for a little bit more. This is $14.99 if you're interested. And then for JSA, we have a 1 in 25 Sweeney Boo variant for $14.99. Gorgeous cover.
Greg's going to take that FML variant.
Good, good, good.
Perfect.
Awesome. We have a 1 in 50 Snyder the Third variant, no relation, for JSA for $29.99. Gorgeous cover there. And for Something's Killing Children Zero, we have a 1 in 10 variant for $9.99.
Is that all we got? Was a 1 in 10?
No, the others have already sold.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Subscribers already pulled them.
Gotcha.
Yes. We did try to see if we get the 1 in 500 for somebody, but that's a pretty penny. So
that's a tall order for
a very tall order.
Zero issue.
Yeah, if we were doing a store exclusive, that'd be the perfect thing
Sure,
for that.
yeah.
That's why they do those ratios like that. They want people to get store exclusives. So we have a 1 in 25 for Absolute Superman #1 for $14.99. And a 1 in 50 Clayton Crane cover that is awesome. Look at that. It is $29.99.
Jordan's going to take the 1
You got
in
it.
10.
Our buddy Mark Spears did a fantastic job with this Action Comics variant. It is $14.99. Oh, damn. I forgot about how cool that one is. Then we have a 1 in 25 and Phil Noto variant for $14.99. Robert, which Absolute Superman do you want? Just let us know which ratio it is, either the 1 in 25 or the 1 in 50.
Get both.
Or both. We have enough for both. And this is actually my favorite one. It's the 1 in 25 John Jiang variant for Venom War #4. Great cover. Series I don't care for. This is $14.99 if you're interested.
Is that one it? $29.99?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And Greg, we should have the B cover for Superman variant. So if you want it, we can throw that in your box as well. We have it for now. We will not have it soon.
Damn it.
And then we have the 1 in 25 Malenkov variant for X-Men for $14.99.
50. The Wes Craig.
Yeah, he's the cover B. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
That is our ratio variants.
Eric Jackson is gonna take the Venom.
You got it.
Got Venom
Fantastic.
Wars.
For the 125, yeah.
1 in 25.
So yeah.
That's it. Did I miss Batgirl?
Yes, there's a 1 in 25, Robert, if you want it.
Boom.
Great cover.
Beautiful.
And yeah, I think that is.
Let us know, Robert, if you are interested in that one.
And he's finishing up his notes, and then we're gonna go through some upcoming events.
Boom,
Okay, we got that. You got it. All right, so our biggest event coming up, November 12th, we're doing our midnight release for G.I. Joe #1. We're going to have artist Mayday Trip, who did our store exclusive for G.I. Joe #1. We're going to have 3 prizes to give away, including a G.I. Joe #1 9.4. For showing up, you get entered the chance to win that. We're going to have snacks. It's going to be fun. Guys, we're super excited for this event. Gorgeous cover. But that is
Did we
November
just have
12th.
one of these?
No.
Okay.
No, we have more than one. So if you want one, let us know.
If you want one, Greg, let us know.
Yes.
We can put you down for that also. We'll get,
It is it's $30.
$30. Your buddy Robert Martin got one, so why don't you?
Exactly.
All right, while we wait for him
Yes.
to
What else do we
figure
have coming up?
that out. So let you guys know, our buddy Andy Gordon has just started another Kickstarter for his new book coming out called Frankie Langley and the Intergalactic Post Office. Please go check that out. You can find that. Have we shared it on our?
We have indeed.
Okay,
You can find it
on
on
our,
Kickstarter.
Yes.
Yeah, we
So-
do recommend backing this project. His stuff is
Please
awesome.
go back his project. We absolutely love everything that he's done. We've got his Benny and the Lich up here. Go check that out. Help him achieve his goals. I think they should be almost at 1,000 so
They
far.
are, yeah.
So.
They've just about. I think they already hit it. But either
Oh,
way,
good.
help 'em out.
Whatever. Go over there. Keep helping out. Every little bit helps.
Absolutely.
And then next up, obviously still on Whatnot. So I've got a show coming up this Friday at 2:00, guys. So we just purchased a Bronze Age collection that we've been sitting on for 6 fucking years. We finally just purchased it, and I've been going through there, and I found a ton of good stuff. So come check that out and get yourself some good deals. As always, I've got a link in the description where it'll get you $15 off your first purchase. So come waste some of that money. Some free money hanging around for you guys. And then also, again, we are on collectorscomics.com. We've got some stuff up in the buy it nows, and we will have auctions coming up shortly. Go check us out over there for some great deals on some cool slabs that we got.
Yep.
For $30. Brad deserves that. What roast? Also, deciphering that, does it say I love Tin Pickle Poom? What?
Just ignore it. That's
Okay, yeah, we're gonna keep going.
Yeah, we're just gonna crack on.
Yes,
Yes,
G.I.
so,
Joe is next Tuesday. We're gonna have a midnight release for sure at the shop, and we're gonna have a Mayday trip here.
Oh my god, that is next Tuesday.
It is next Tuesday.
Holy hell. Okay, cool.
And I think that's about it.
Just about, yeah. Actually, too, I want to say, obviously, guys, today's election day. A lot of stress out there. A lot of people are anxious. And honestly, a lot of businesses have felt that over the last couple months.
Yeah.
I've actually noticed a lot of comic shops in the recent, just actually they've seen them closing, which is a shame. We're very happy to be in the condition our shop is and not be facing those problems. And of course, that is thanks to you all. So all that to say, thank you over this crazy time for not taking us for granted. That wasn't just a pun. I actually am thankful. So
yes, guys, we are super thankful.
We are thankful for your
you.
support, to our subscribers, both digitally and in-store Pullbox subscribers. It's been a crazy year, and you guys have had our back this entire time. We'll hopefully keep bringing new guests here, keep doing new crazy projects, and who knows what happens next. So,
absolutely.
Yep.
I just had a DuckTales. So there
I understand that, and it definitely does help with that. Yes.
Pretty stressed for next Tuesday.
I definitely did. I was like, oh my god, I thought I had another week. So that's great.
That's too funny.
So yeah, that's going on. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. And yeah, next
guys.
Tuesday, be here. It's gonna be fun. And
be here. Thanks for coming here and just wasting 30 minutes with us every week.
Exactly.
It's a ton of fun.
Yeah,
we get to read
it's been
some.
really cool growing this little thing. It's been a blast. And yeah, guys, thank you so much. And we'll see you all tomorrow.
Yes, we will, guys. Thank you all so much. Have a good night.